Welcome students. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a simple game in your favorite programming language Scratch. Yes, this will be a ping pong game. So firstly I'll start the game that how it will work. So I'll click upon go command and just see the score is also moving up 3 when it touches the button. Now it's 4 5 and when it touches down, suppose I'll not touch, the sound will come and game is over, and the overall points will be on the top here. So it's coming 6. So I hope you are ready to learn this new programming game. So let's back to the Scratch. Okay, now coming back, I want to take a sprite. So this sprite I have to delete. So firstly I'll take the sprite only. I should start with this step. So I'll choose a sprite, and here I want to take some button. So I am having this button, just see. So I'll take this button. So I have taken this button, and what I'll do, I'll just place it here. Okay, now first of all I have to go to events and then when clicked, and then I'll drag it here. So first step will be to take your sprite. Now after that, what I want, that always my button should come here in middle, somewhere in the middle at the bottom. So how it will do, see, whenever we are placing our object, so you know there is x means moving left and right, and y means moving up and down like this. This is y. If you'll see, when I'm moving it down, it is minus 135, and if I'll just see moving up, it is 11. So I hope the working of x and y is clear to you. Y means moving up and down, x means moving left and right. So whenever I start the game, it should be somewhere here in between at the bottom. So here it's coming here 15 and minus 157. So what I could do, I'll click on motion. So there is one command, go to x and y. I think, yeah, this is the command, go to x, and it's under motion. So what happens whenever I am placing the button here, so whatever is the number of x and y coordinates, that is presently it is 24 and minus 56, it will take that. So I'll just drag this one, here. Okay, so whenever I'll start the game, always my button will start from here, from between. Little bit size also I can decrease. The size is here, let's see, 290. So it's okay, 90 is okay. Now after this I have to use forever loop. So for forever loop, I'll go to control, and here it is forever loop. I'll just drag it down, and here now I have to use sense command here, and along with the sense command I have to use if command, that if I press the arrow keys from my keyboard, now this program will work with the help of keyboard. So what I can do, firstly the if command. So already in control I have this if command. I'll just press it here, and in sense you could see here key, you could see here this key under sense. I have to just press this one, and I have to select this key. I want that if I don't want to press spacebar, but I want to click on right arrow key. If right arrow key is pressed, then what should happen? Change X. I have to go to motion. So here I have to find X command. You could see here X command, change X by 10. So I'll drag it here. So what it means, if I'll press right arrow key, this will move towards the right side. 10. I'll give the demo. Suppose I'm dragging it here under forever. The command is like this. So if I'll run it, now I'll press the right arrow key. See, it's moving. So that means my program is okay till here. Now I have to move towards left side also. So just for that, what I could do, I'll right click and duplicate. And here I'll change left arrow key. If key left arrow pressed, then change X by, now I have to type here minus 10. Minus 10 means that it will go towards left side. So I'll put it here. Now I'll just run the program. Because I have used this command, go to X 24 minus 156, always it will start from the middle, because it will reallocate this button in the middle. So I'll run the command. Just see it is in the middle. Now I am using my arrow keys. So you could see here it's moving left and right. I can change the speed also. Suppose here I am using 10. If I am using 15, it will move more faster. Minus 15. Now I'll run this program again. So now it's moving more faster. So it depends upon your game. If you want to increase the speed of your moving button, you can change the speed of the X by more value. I hope this is clear. So I'll divide your whole game program into two parts, so that it should be clear to you step by step. So in first step, you will make this a small part of a program. I should say a part, so that these controls should be clear to you. Moving of a sprite left or right. Okay, now coming to the second part of the game. Now I have to take another sprite, that will be of course ball. So I'll click on Q sprite, and from here I'll select the ball. So it's here on the top. So I'll click upon this. So here is the ball. Two sprites, button and ball. So now I'll start the coding of the ball. So I want that always my ball should start from the top. Okay. So firstly, clicking on the events, and then when clicked, and now I want to set the coordinates of the ball. So I'll go to again motion, and then here the command. Yes, here is the command. Go to X, as I have done with the button. So this will move the ball always on the top when we'll start the game. The same thing what we have done with the button. Now, just to move the ball towards different directions, I have to point the ball to the direction of 45 degree, because in 90 degree it will move straight. So I want that when it touches the wall, it should move towards 45 degree. towards other side. So that will be the half of 90 degree. So I'll use 45 degree from the starting. So I'll use here point command. You could see here point in direction. So I'll use it here and make it to 45 degree. I hope this is clear. Now I'll use forever command here, like I have used in button sprite, the same way. Now here also I have to use move command. Move 10 steps. I even want that if on edge it should move back, because if I run this command, you see here, see it's not coming down. So I want that it should come down also. So I want to use if on edge command. So I'll use it here. Now let's run. The command is like this. So always it will start from the middle. Now just see, it's behaving like a ping pong game. Okay. So I hope till here it's clear to you. So you have seen I've already started from X. The ball starts from the middle. Point in direction 45 allows to move the ball in different directions, and forever it's moving. I hope till here all the commands are clear to you. Now I want to use if command. Now in if command, I want to check that when it touches the button, what it should do. Then I'll use in sensing, I'll go to sensing command, and then here touching. So this is the command here. I'll just select this. If touching button 2, button 2 is what? First sprite which is moving left and right. Okay, so I'll do like this. If touching button 2, what it should do? Point in direction 45. Again I'll take the same command. So I'll go to motion, point in direction. This I have already explained here. So again I'll make it to 45 degree. So I hope this is clear. So this also I'll move it in between. And now I'll run this. Step by step I'll tell you how to do. Let's see if it's working or not. I'll move it here. So just see, it's working. When the ball touches the sprite, it moves up. Okay. Just now I'll stop it. But I want actually when I play this game, the score should also move. It should make some noise also. And plus, when this ball touches the ground, then it should say game over. Just for that, one more sprite I have to take. So I'll click upon choose a sprite, and there is one line. I'll just see where it is. So this is the line here. I have to take this line. So there are 3 sprites now. Button 2, ball, line. So I'll just drag this line at the bottom. Okay, like this. Again I'll go to ball. Now I want that, okay, I'll just put this if out, so that it should not be a confusion part to you. Afterwards we'll put it inside. Sometimes what the students are doing, they'll put the other if inside this if, and then the result is not coming. So I have done it, and again I'll duplicate this just to save the time. Now here what I'll do, the second if line, if touching line, what it should do, then I don't want this one, I'll just delete it, and I want to pop up some message, say game is over. So here I'll want to type game over for 2 seconds, and after that I want to stop each and everything. So stop all. Now these are two if. Now this if should be inside this forever loop. Okay, so don't be confused. This if is separate and that if is separate. Now I'll put it here. Now I'll run the command. So it's running, and when it comes down, game over and my game is stopped. So I hope till here everything is clear to you. Now I want to add some sound also, so it will look nice in the game. So what I could do, when it touches the button, I want to add some sound. So here in this if, I'll just put it out, that becomes easier. I'll go to sound here, sound block, and I'll use pop sound, start sound pop. I'll just put it here. It's like this, okay? And in this case also I want to put some sound. If it touches the line, then in that case I want to play some other sound. I'll just drag it here, and here I'll see bowing sound. I'll just do I'll choose this, and then I'll put it here. Now I'll run the command. So now the sound is coming, and when it will touch the ground, other bowing sound will come. Till here our program is okay. I hope this is also clear to you. Now I want to add some background so it looks nice. So I'll choose a backdrop, and from here some nice backdrop I have taken earlier about the demo. I have told you about that time I have taken wall. You can take any according to your choice. I'll select the wall. So now it's looking nice. So now I want to add score also. I want to add score. When I play the game, the score should also be added, and just for that I have to take one variable. So I'll go to variable here, and I'll take a new variable, make a variable, and I'll name it as score. Okay, now this score, I'll just take this set variable, and from here this is where it is under variables, set score to 0. So set score to 0, because always the variable should start from 0 only. So I'll put it here somewhere, here in the starting. Now whenever the ball touches the button, the score should increase. So I could do change this command. I can take under variables block. I'll just drag it down, change score by 1. I hope this is okay. Then what I'll do, in this if, I'll put it here. Now I'll drag it and I'll place it here, both the ifs. Now let's run the game. I'll make it into big screen. Let's see if it's working fine or not. Now just see the score is moving up, and when it touches, game over. Okay, so everything is stopped. So in this way my program is finished. You could see each and everything, the coding, although I have explained you step by step, the coding for the button, and third sprite line, no coding is there. So very soon I'll be back with the new game program which can be run on mobile. This can only be run on PC or laptop where you have the keys, arrow keys. So I'll stop my program here only. If any problem is there, you can comment. Till then, bye.